Once again, for those that aren't as familiar with Dave Helman, he covered the Cowboys for 10 years, was in Dallas when Dak Prescott got drafted, has watched him dating back to college at Mississippi State, all the way to the NFL, has not missed a game. So, Dave Helman, you tell me, what's your confidence level in Dak going forward?
I feel like a crazy person. Like, I get on this show every week after, like, 1 and 2 and 3 pick games and test my confidence in Dak Prescott. So am I going to jump off the bandwagon now that he finally played like the QB that I think he is? Hell no. I'm very confident in Dak. Look, it's a tough matchup. And this is one of the best rosters in the NFL. But this, like I said yesterday, this is who I've always known Dak was. This is who he's been for the majority of his career. Yes. The majority of his career, all 7 years of it. He's been this guy way more often than he has been.
Me.
I understand the problem with the picks. He's got 29 touchdowns in 12 games since he came back. Like, he's scoring them as good as anybody in the league since he came back from his thumb injury. His only problem with his game,
is
turnovers. If he can limit them, and he did against Tampa, if he can limit them, the sky's the limit. I got all the confidence in the world in Dak Prescott.
Shady's giving you applause, Dave Helman. Shady, you confident in Dak?
Wait,
you confident
real
in
quick,
Dave?
show the world your celebration.
That's what I did. That's what I did after the 5th touchdown of the night.
Ooh, that's
Finger
very,
guns.
very, very cool. I'm gonna say mid, like mid-level, right? Because listen, he did play well against Tampa.
Really good.
But you know what's funny? We're on a production meeting, and you guys have so much confidence in him. It's like the guy has a really, really good game. He doesn't throw picks, right? He doesn't throw no pick six. And all the confidence is out the roof. I got to think it's a better team. This guy only played with 12 games, led the league in picks, and he's going against the 49ers. They're a really good defense.
Very good.
But guess what? He led the league in picks. They led the league in getting picks. Right?
It's not a good combination.
They say fights make...
Styles make fights.
Hello? Say it again.
Styles make fights.
And he led the league in picks. They lead the league in getting picks.
You know who led the league in picks?
They belong together. They belong together. So this is my thing. For me to give him that confidence, right? Because I love what he did last weekend against a bad defense. But, hey, it's playoffs. Tom Brady, the narrative you want to write. I want to think it's a good defense, and we'll see.
Philly led the league in picks on Christmas Eve, and Dak dotted them up for like 330. Just absolutely demolished them, and they were all healthy. Like, Jalen Hurts didn't play in that game, but all the other guys did. Bradbury was there. Slay was there.
I don't want to get off script.
You're talking about your Eagles.
I don't want to
talk about the Eagles that Dak put 300
I mean, now I can go back to this.
They led the league in picks.
I go off script and talk about all the times he throws pick sixes all the time. He's
done it 3 times.
I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? He throws to his team and other team. I don't want to do that. That's not the segment.
He did it against Philly and still dotted them up for 330 and won the game.
They don't play Philly, right? They play the Niners.
Okay.
Right?
I just
so keep this all this energy,
throw that out there.
Sarcasm and all that, right? Be sarcastic when you play them Niners. The team that gets more picks than any other team in the NFL.
It's going to be tough.
Versus a quarterback that gives you more picks than any other quarterback in the NFL. I can't wait to see it. I hope my mentions and DMs, I want to match last weekend's against the Bucs.
They've been busy this week?
They are real busy, right?
What they were saying?
Oh, you know, see, the problem is, I'm on TV now, but I'm a ball player first, right? It's in me. Shady McCoy, no matter how.
What's that mean, though?
I can take that. Yeah. I've had fumbles. I've lost games.
Lost games.
Right? They strip me, fumble, pick a strip sack, you know, all that, you know, and miss a block. I've been there. I can take that. Right? But it's funny how they wait till he has a great game to come at me. The guy been throwing picks every week. But it's all good.
It's all good. I
take that. I'm having the same energy Monday night against the Bucs. I'm having the same thing Sunday night against the Niners.
Okay.
Dang.
I don't want to.
What the hell that is.
Well, 2 things, guys. This is not scripted.
That's so true.
I try to stay on script. This guy is keep.
1. 2, I'm afraid to spoil this for you, Shady. They are not going to keep that same energy. Now, Dave might have to.
I have to.
Oh, he won't.
I'm contractually obligated.
Yes, but everybody else.
The producer calls you double Dutch.
They are never going to keep that same energy.
How dare you?
They never have, never will.
Joy, break it down for me, though. What's your confidence level in Dak going forward?
I'm confident in Dak. I've always felt like Dak was capable of winning a Super Bowl. I mean, when you really look at what you need at the quarterback position in order to win a Super Bowl, if you have enough talent around you, if you have the right coaching, why wouldn't Dak fall into that category? That's why I felt like Dak should have been paid when it was his time to get paid. But if we think Brock Purdy's capable of winning a Super Bowl, which I think all of us do, it's not because of Brock Purdy, it's because of everything that's around him, right? I mean, we wouldn't even be taking this seriously. He's a 7th-round rookie player.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah. So, of course, Dak is capable of it, and I think that he should feel confident going into this game. You just won a playoff game against Tom Brady where people were legitimately picking against you, even though you were a much better team.
I didn't.
Dave did.
You kept the faith.
But it's not about keeping the faith. I just think that they're capable. This is a good team. It's not about the roster. I don't even think it's about the coaching. It's just the Cowboys. They just find a way to mess things up. They get in their own way. They have all the talent they need. Could it be better in certain places? Sure. But you can go down the list of everybody in the playoffs and you have questions about every single team that is in the playoffs. There's no, even as dominant as the Niners have been, they still have a rookie quarterback. That is an anxiety. We haven't seen him play terribly yet, but all of us feel like that's possible. Right. And it wouldn't even hold it against him because he's a rookie.
It's a baby.
Right. So I have confidence in Dak. We will see. They're going up against a great team.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think the Cowboys have already won their Super Bowl.
My confidence level in Dak, very high.
Very high.
In Dak, it's very high. Clearly, they're going up a great opponent, but unless you are a future Hall of Famer, last 10 years, you win the Super Bowl, you got to have 18 touchdowns and 1 interception in the playoffs if you want to get it done. Joe Flacco, 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nick Foles, 6 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. So collectively, 17 touchdowns and 1 interception to win a Super Bowl, unless you're a future Hall of Famer. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and what many assume to be Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, obviously. Matthew Stafford, he's fringe there. So when I think about Dak, he has to be capable of getting hot enough. 11 touchdown, no pick hot. Hot enough. 6 touchdown, 1 pick. Nick Foles hot to win a Super Bowl. Well, like Joy said, he's on the right track. Shady, I know you play some blackjack. When you play blackjack, there's no better feeling after that first card is an ace. When that first card is an ace, you halfway there. Now, that second card.
Monkey!
What that means is 10. Now, that second card might be a 2, and you might be screwed.
Yeah.
But if that second card is a 9, 10, or a face, you're great. Yeah. Dak Prescott's first card was an ace. 5 touchdown game, 4 passing, 1 rushing. That first card was an ace. Now, I don't know what that second one against the Niners is going to be, but if that first one is an ace, that's better than anything else. So that's why, Dave, I'm confident in Dak.
And you know what else? And y'all can roll your eyes if you want to. You usually do when I talk about Dak. But in addition to him playing great, the other thing is his teammates made the plays that they hadn't been making. Like, if you think about that game on Monday night, Dalton Schultz makes a juggling catch on the sideline. That has turned into a pick at different times this season. He's throwing balls over the field, contested catches by CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown. Those are getting dropped earlier in the year. It started out so poorly for the Cowboys in similar fashion. Like, Dak had a regrettable throw on the first play of the game, 2 catches that CeeDee Lamb could have had that didn't work out. And I was like, here we go again. This is why I didn't pick these guys. And then they started making those plays.
Very quickly. It's easier to make plays when you're not as contested. I remember that Dalton Schultz touchdown. He runs an out and up, easy, not contested touchdown. Yeah. Everything will be contested against the 49ers. It's going
to be tough.
What the Seahawks got when they scored, DK Metcalf, contested catches, contested slams, contested go balls.
That is true.
You are confident in Dak, but speak to me about your confidence given the opponent. That side may have said it all.
This is going to be, if the Cowboys can win this game, it'll be their most impressive win in modern memory, honestly. Because even, let's think about the games that they lost. Like, they went toe-to-toe with a Rodgers team, a good Rodgers-Packer team, but they lost the next week. They couldn't hold on to a lead against Seattle. You think about their loss to the Rams, the 2018 Rams, good team. They went to the Super Bowl that year, but they weren't quite ready in the sense that Jared Goff accounted for 3 points in that Super Bowl. Like, the Rams ran for 300 yards on the Cowboys in that game. I think this will be even with a rookie quarterback, that's amazing to say, even with a rookie quarterback, this would be the best team that they've beaten in the playoffs in years.
That's how consistent he really is. The last 5 games, 4 of them games, he got pick 6, right? I know he had a great game against the Bucs, but they're still in his DNA in the games before that. We'll see.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.